Hello, everyone. Let me start first with an apology. Our friend Ian left a comment that I was a bit of a dick talking about the fools at the grocery store. Listen, I'm a dick. I heartily apologize. I certainly did not intend to be condescending. I'm one of those poor fools that's out working in this right now. And from the bottom of my heart, my intention was to say, when you see that poor little old lady checking you out at the Walmart, say thank you. Thank you for being out here, because people are so fucking inconsiderate, in your face. I've dealt with it. You could say I work in the customer service industry. People are inconsiderate dickheads. I guess just because of my nature, it sounded very disingenuous. I apologize. I had no intention of mocking people that are out working in this right now. Like I said, I'm working in this right now. So take that how you like. If you think I'm a dick, you think I'm a dick. Don't anybody give anybody a hard time about it. It was correct in calling me out on that. It sounded exactly like I was being an asshole. So I certainly appreciate, and I think I mentioned specifically those that are out wiping down the carts for people. I appreciate that they're out there doing that. Now, with that being said, and I hope my apology is accepted, and I hope that I just sound like an asshole every time I say something. I can't help it. But my intention is to say, be thoughtful of those out there serving your needs right now. We're people, and I can only speak for myself, but I'm certainly concerned about getting sick. I want to take care of myself, but it's not going to stop me from going out and doing what I got to do every day. And when I said something about not being a hero, that specifically, I meant that about myself. Because I get up and go to work, I'm not like a fucking hero. Okay. That's sort of where that came from. But I think because Kayla and I both are just sort of snarky, and it just kind of came out that way. Anyway, hopefully we're done with that. Let's continue with Rhoda's titty baby. I got to restart this. I had this all set up. Hopefully by the time you view this video, I'll have my editing software correctly set up, and I won't have to post this with that obnoxious watermark. But if I do, deal with it. So we left off at a little over 12 minutes. I think I'm just going to go back to 12 minutes. So let's get started.
You in front of it.
Winnie, can you hear me?
Winnie, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. You remember what me and you talked about before?
What, you
About
didn't want
me
me
and
to call
phone.
Roy Daddy? Now I'm going to.
About me calling Roy daddy? That's so gross. So gross. I still want to see the Roy formation take place, where we all just heap adulation upon Roy, much to Lorne's chagrin. How pissed off would he be? Like, we all just start worshiping Roy. Magnum pot pie.
About me informally adopting Rhoda.
See what a good guy I am? I'm going to informally adopt Rhoda. And I'm not going to try to molest her at all. At least for the first week.
Well, yeah.
All right. But she agrees to that. That's why she said, I love you, Daddy. Let her say that stuff she wants. I give her me to be able to talk to, and she doesn't have to think of sexual things.
Yeah. It sounds nice on the surface, doesn't it? I'm Lorne. I'm a good guy. I'm going to adopt Rhoda, and she'll have a male role model that she can trust, would never, ever take advantage of the fact that when she has a male role model, she tends to act out sexually. I would never, ever take advantage of that. Trust me.
Rhoda, put your tit in her. Oh my god. Shove it in his
What are
face now.
You have got to calm down.
Damn it.
Oh, the baby calmed down. The baby calmed down. It listened to Lorne. Lorne has a magic touch with babies. Listen, Leia, you've got to calm down.
You got to calm down when you show her how to do stuff.
Yeah, stop.
Pull your big fat titty out of your fucking shirt and shove it in this kid's mouth now.
When they
Hide it.
calm down.
That's actually pretty calm for Winnie. I mean, just saying.
You need to yell at her.
Swear to Christ.
Try being nice and say, Rhoda, will you please let the baby suck on your tit so that they can feed. Find
Rhoda,
something
Daddy
nice to
wants
say.
the baby to suck on your tit so he can see.
When,
I'm sorry. Fucking Winnie. Oh my god. Rhoda, Lorne wants you to suck on her titty so he can say.
and they
Hide it.
Rhoda.
calm down. You don't need to yell at her.
Swear to Christ.
Try being nice and say, Rhoda, will you please let the baby suck on your tit so that they can feed. Find
Rhoda,
something
Daddy
nice to
wants the
say.
baby to suck on your tit so he can see. What?
Winnie,
That's what you
will you
said?
stop?
What?
No.
Oh my god.
So the baby can feed.
Oh.
Jeez.
Come on. Come on.
Get Rhoda
Pump
a
that
different
flapper
way.
dapper out.
What did she say? Flop that flapper. What did she say? Come
Get
on.
Londo into his mouth. Okay, God. Ugh. Gross. Shave your arm.
Winnie. Winnie,
Winnie.
What?
Renee.
find a different way to say things to her.
Yeah, be like Lorne. Lorne never raises his voice or screams. He's always very calm. He's always very calm. Winnie.
Fuck, I wish I knew sign language.
Stop being so aggressive and stop being so abusive.
She went to jail for
You.
stealing a car. And now she just tried to steal some old lady's Vicodin. I'm pretty fucking pissed off.
Yeah, well, I'm pretty upset about it too, but, she's...
Yeah, well, I'm pretty upset about it too, but Lorne doesn't give a fuck. He doesn't give a shit. So Rhoda just tried to steal a car and was stealing old people's medication. I'm pretty upset about it too, but
already done it, so all we can do is try to get her to not do it anymore.
Fuck up.
yeah, that's Lorne's treatment program. We'll try to get her to not do it anymore. What a fucking dope.
Little bitch.
Renee, stop calling her names. You don't need to be doing that shit.
She's caused enough trouble, Daddy.
Daddy.
Oh, well. Yeah, she has, but now she's learned a lesson. No more stealing, okay, Rhoda?
Okay.
Okay, Dad.
All right. I won't steal or do drugs anymore. I promise. Fucking idiot. Did it just close out? Oh, okay. I'm trying to upload my editing software onto this computer while I'm recording this, and I thought everything just closed. Oh, fuck. It's been a long day. I've been on the phone all day with dealing with a financial thing. I thought this was going to relax me, but it's just frustrating me.
Remember, you've got to do things right so you can try to get on The Voice or American Idol.
Yeah, you're going to get on The Voice or American Idol. And
a bunch of stuff, but
somebody brought up a great point that I had not really thought about in too much depth. Lorne talking about Rhoda getting on The Voice or American Idol. And I thought, you know, fucking only Lorne would think, just like, if you want to go and be on The Voice, like, you just do it. I mean, I'm all for, like, following your dreams and shit, and if you want to try out for The Voice, but Lorne is such a simpleton. He's so childlike in some ways, and I don't mean, like, in a nice way. I mean, he thinks like a child would think. And it was pointed out that Lorne probably, his motivation for encouraging Rhoda in going on The Voice or American Idol is because when she's a star, you know, that vicariously makes him a star. Like, he's going to be like Colonel Tom Parker or something for Rhoda. Like, he's going to wear a big hat, big cowboy hat, and a white suit. I mean, he's probably thinking, you know what? She'll be a star, and I'll be her manager. And boy, wouldn't that be a great fantasy for Lorne? He'd have everything he wanted if only she was just a couple years younger.
that's cheating. That's not going to make you look good because you want to look as good as you can.
Stop listening to his voice and rubbing your other nipple. Just trying to toughen it. You're not trying to toughen shit. Shut the fuck up.
When I
Rose, whenever you take the gauze off, I can smell your nipple infection. It's fucking disgusting.
How does she have a nipple infection? This needs to be explained to me. All right, she was caught stealing cars. She was in the hospital, I'm guessing now, for a nipple infection. And whilst at the hospital, she's trying to steal medication. These people have some very interesting lives. I'm pretty fucking boring, I guess, compared to these folks.
Well, she's got to change it.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, my nipple
You're
stinks.
fucking sorry, you sorry ass cunt.
Oh,
Winnie,
Watch
watch your friggin' mouth, for Christ's sakes.
your. You know what? It's funny because I think he wanted to say watch your fucking mouth, but he says watch your freaking mouth, for Christ's sakes. Oh, that's a cuss word. I hear that in my head sometimes. I say that at work. Somebody says, you know, somebody will say, that's some shit. And I'll go, ho, that's a cuss word. And as usual, they look at me like, what the fuck is wrong with her?
You're all worthless. I couldn't sell you for $1 right now. Shut up. Okay.
Winnie,
What?
stop the abusive language.
You act like Mama Linda never talked to you like that when she was mad at you for being a bad boy.
Well, she didn't.
Oh, I don't believe that one. I don't believe for a second that Mama Linda didn't talk to him like that. I mean, listen, I don't curse at my kids. I may curse around them, but I've never cursed at them. But I'll tell you what, they rile me up. They do something, they know about it. I am not gentle. I am not gentle when I am displeased with something. You can't tell me that salty old broad didn't let him have it, and his 5 other siblings. I can just imagine the stress level in that household, and that damp.
She said she slapped you for saying damn once. In the car.
Well, yeah, once.
Oh.
Yeah, once. She never did it again. I kicked her ass. So stupid.
Hit me 5 times. Shut up!
Ah!
I'll hit you 6 times.
What are you eating, Winnie?
No more.
What are you eating? Maybe they stopped and got, let's see. They live in California. Carl's Jr. I'd like some Carl's Jr. Is that still around?
Winnie.
Don't be ratting out your mom, you fucking blood clot mouth.
Winnie.
Blood clot mouth.
Sorry. Shut up.
Rhoda, don't worry. Just everything's gonna be all right, okay?
You can trust me. I'm a good guy. I have 2 nieces your age. Listen to his saccharine voice. It makes me want to puke. Rhoda, it's okay. You're gonna be all right. Just listen. I'm gonna be your daddy, and you don't have to worry about anything sexual with me.
Sorry. Shut your mouth.
Everything is gonna be all right, okay?
Says who?
You gotta do what you gotta do to get through all this mess. And, but after
What
this,
happened to your panties?
don't do it anymore.
I sold them. Who'd you sell them to?
Okay, Winnie, if you didn't hear it, because Lorne was running his flapper, Winnie says, "What happened to your panties?" Which I'm wondering how she noticed that. They're supposed to be driving. I'm assuming Winnie's driving. How would she have noticed the absence of her panties? I'm just curious about that. And Rhoda says, "I sold them."
The prison guard.
Who did you sell your panties to?
Oh, Lorne is...
The prison guard.
Lorne picked up on that. Who'd you sell them to? And I just interrupted it, but she started to say, "The prison guard."
The prison guard.
His
Yeah,
name was
she tried to tell me
Dustin.
that fucking story earlier. I
Okay,
guess he was watching her use
Rhoda,
the restroom, and
I said, "Yes, Mr. McFetridge. I'll sell them to you. I've been wearing them for 2 or 3 days straight."
he said, "If you give me your panties, then I'll turn around." And she gave him her panties. That's what happened.
okay.
Okay,
Fucking kill you if you fucking.
Lorne is so goddamn stupid. So Winnie already knows what happened. She knows the story. Why would she have even asked, "What happened to your panties?" Lorne's so stupid.
Right anymore, I swear. To dark
When he
fate.
knock the shit off.
Who the fuck are you to tell me what to do, you fucking overgrown Wookiee? This chick is manipulating people with her tears. She's done it her whole life.
Well, she's gonna have to get out of doing that.
She's gonna have to get out of doing that. She's manipulating people with her tears. Who else does that we know? I'm not sure, but Lorne's solution? She's gonna have to get out of doing that.
And try hard.
Try harder and get out of doing that. If you just think about it hard enough, you'll stop all these bad things. You won't have to take any actual action to better yourself.
Yeah,
You won't have to reflect upon your life or actively take measures to be a better person or apologize. If you just try harder and get out of doing that.
She's 18 now, and she's gonna have to start paying attention.
Oh, and pay attention.
Rhoda, you gotta find. Try not to manipulate people, okay?
Just try not to.
Hold on. We have to hear that again because that there was like some great mini-syllable action followed by those amazing words of wisdom.
Overgrown Wookiee. This chick is manipulating people with her tears. She's done it her whole life.
Well, she's gonna have to get out of doing that. She's 18 now, and she's gonna have to start paying attention. Rhoda, you gotta find. Try not to manipulate people, okay? That's not.
Rhoda, you gotta find Rhoda, try not to manipulate people, okay? Just try not to manipulate people. There, you're all better now.
Not the way to do things.
Let me have a ciggy.
He should be looking in a mirror right now, saying those fucking words. That's not the way to do things. Master manipulator.
No! You're fucking breastfeeding the baby right now. You can't be smoking a cigarette. You are. They're mine!
Winnie, will you stop your yelling?
This little fucking cunt is trying to bum a cigarette off me while she's holding the baby. You know, ash can sometimes still be hot when it falls. That's not safe.
I know, but you don't need to yell.
Get your fucking
can
head
tell.
screwed on straight, you stupid cunt. You're holding a little baby.
Oh my god.
Winnie, stop yelling.
If she
You
just
can say that
tries
stuff
hard,
without
she
yelling.
won't do it anymore.
Okay.
I hope
Hey,
they're
Rhoda,
at least pulled over to the side of the road while she's breastfeeding the baby. Oh god.
Can't smoke around the baby like that, okay?
How long is the train? The train's as long as Lorne's dick. Just shut the fuck up and
Oh my
nurse
God.
the baby. I fucking hate this area. Nobody here has a tooth in their head. Where did you get that cigarette?
So she just
God! That's my...
so now she just has a cigarette while she's breastfeeding a baby, driving down the road, smoking a cigarette. Jesus Christ.
Fine. Sorry, I need one. You don't need shit. You need to shut the fuck up is what you need to do, bitch. No shit straight.
Winnie, find a different way to talk to her. Jesus.
Sweetie, Mommy's really mad at you right now. As much as I want to beat your fucking ass, I'm not going to, but please stop crying in my ear. I've been driving and awake all fucking night. My head hurts from the accident. All I want to do is get home. So, if you love me at all, shut your big fucking homeless cocksucker. Okay.
Okay.
That's a little better. Hey, Rhoda,
That's a little better. Lorne Armstrong, child rearing specialist. Yeah, he loves rearing children.
you know, you don't have a cigarette lit, do you?
Yes, she does. She's smoking. Oh, look. Oh, wonderful. That's great. Oh, good. And it was hot, right? I'm sorry.
Hey, Rhoda, you can't
Take it
smoke
off
when
there.
you
That's
got
still
the baby.
burning the cherries on his leg.
Oh my god! Rhoda's smoking a cigarette. The hot end of the cigarette falls off onto little Lair's leg. Poor baby. It's still on his leg!
Take it off. It's burning him, you cunt.
Jesus Christ.
I'm so sorry.
Hey,
All right. That's it.
Rhoda,
That's
Rhoda,
it.
you can't smoke when you're holding the baby.
Rhoda, you can't smoke around the baby, Rhoda. How can he think any of this is fucking reasonable? Somebody tell me.
Can't even have the cigarette around the baby.
Alright, that's it! Out!
The
Get
first
out of my
time you
car.
hear anything to do with a car, the brakes squealing. Get out! Get out of the car!
Now, you get your baby, get the fuck out.
No, Winnie! God damn it, you leave her alone.
She burned the baby!
So when he's throwing Rhoda and the baby out of the car. And I love how angry Lorne gets. No, God damn it! Winnie! Leave her alone! But he just can't see that he's just as bad, if not worse.
What?
She
What?
burned the baby!
Well, don't kick her out of the car.
Out of the car.
Fucking bitch! Bye, bitch!
I love the car sound effects as she pulls away. It's just so fake. Bye, bitch! Oh my God.
Did you just say bye to her?
Yeah. Fuck.
You kicked her out of the car.
I told her not to light the cigarette in front of the baby. She lit the cigarette with the baby, and the cherry fell off and burnt a big hole in his leg. I'm done with it.
Okay. Where is the baby?
With his mother, where the little fucking semen of demons
Get the
belong.
fuck back there and get her.
Oh, Lorne suddenly so,
Get back there and get her.
so surprised.
So, the hardest part for me to believe is that he believes this with the phony car sound effects, and that Winnie is such a terrible person that she would, not so much Rhoda, but kick the baby out when he's got, quote, a hole burned in his leg. And she just drives off like, la da 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 da. Well, I don't have to listen to that anymore.
Oh my god.
It's fucking bullshit.
It's
You
bullshit.
don't leave your daughter and your grandkids stranded.
You don't?
Wait, what?
Swear to God. I am gonna kill you, you know that?
Well, you better fucking straighten your ass out. It's your fucking grandkid and it's your daughter.
Yeah, smarten up.
Yeah. Alright.
And you finally hear the car again, like. The only times you hear the car is when you have to have some sort of car sound effect. I mean, God. It's just like when they went to the airport. When excuse me, when they were taking Casey and Nick to the airport, and they're like, "Here we are at the airport," and then all of a sudden you just hear airport sounds. Oh, she used her turn signal. That's good.
Ah, God! Get in! Fucking
Poor
cunt.
Lair.
Sorry.
All right, let me talk to Rhoda.
Here, get the fucking phone from me.
Why does Lorne think he would be able to help any of this situation? I just, with his sage advice, smarten up, try harder. Try not to drop hot ashes on your baby.
Rhoda, can you hear me?
Yes.
No more smoking cigarettes around the baby. You got to calm down.
You've got to calm down!
Guys, you're going to wind up getting another accident because you guys are yelling and all that shit, and you got the baby crying.
I'm stressed
You
out.
you have got to calm down. No more
Shut
smoking
that
cigarettes
baby
around
up.
the baby.
That's it for you. Shut the fucking kid up.
Do you have any ice or anything that you can put on the baby's burn?
Well, at least he's being thoughtful of that. Yes, we just happen to have ice in the glove compartment. Doesn't everyone keep ice in their glove compartment? Fucking idiot.
Huh?
Huh?
No, not chapstick.
Chapstick.
Do you have any ice or anything? Anything cold?
Yes, Gigi.
Okay.
Wake up, you fuck. He has a beer in his ice chest.
So they have an ice chest. Ice chest. Get one of those cold beers out of there and put it on the baby's leg. And who doesn't love somebody who drives around with an ice chest full of beer? That's some old school shit right there.
Beer's not the... No, if you can get a piece of ice out of the ice chest, that would be better.
There's no ice in there, only cold beer. She can hold the cold beer against it.
All right.
Okay, well, I understand that then. Why would you not have ice in your ice chest? And how is the beer keeping cold?
Got to cool that burn down so it doesn't blister.
I'm so sorry. You
Okay,
should be
well,
sorry, you little bitch. I told you not to do that.
Winnie, shut up.
He has a blister. It's your fault.
Rhoda, from now on, you've got to listen to us. You can't just do whatever because that baby needs you.
And Lorne knows all about raising kids. So listen.
Listen.
What the fuck is in that bottle anyway? It looks like piss.
Oh no.
Red Bull.
Oh my God. What's in that bottle anyway? Red Bull. Somebody call CPS, please. Please.
What the fuck? Those are my Red Bulls.
So she's not mad. She's not mad that she's giving the baby Red Bull because it's bad for the baby. She's mad because those are her Red Bulls. I'm sorry. How could Lorne even want to be with someone like this? I mean, that's what makes me crack up every fucking time. But he will hang on to the death with his fingernails to this prize. And I love Winnie. I love the character, but I couldn't be with somebody like this. I'd put a bullet in her head.
Well, so what, Winnie? Use a Red Bull.
She's fucking...
Calm down,
Lawrence,
Winnie.
I don't think Lawrence should be drinking a Red Bull, Rhoda.
Well, you better not be drinking a Red Bull. It's not made for babies.
I told her that. You told me to leave her alone. Sorry.
Well,
I'm sorry, I didn't know I shouldn't give a baby a Red Bull. And I do love how they always manage, no matter what the situation is, they always manage to turn it around to where it's kind of Lorne's fault. I tried to tell her, but she told me to leave her alone.
the only thing the baby should be drinking is water or milk.
And depending on the age of the baby, Lorne, the baby really shouldn't be drinking water. Babies up to a certain age can only drink milk, breast milk, or formula. Dr. Spock.
Or juice, Kool-Aid or something like that.
No, that's
No
even
sodas.
worse.
Flop your titty out and give him your titty milk. Stop with the fucking shenanigans. I swear to God, I'm gonna put my boot so far up your god.
I don't know how old Lair was at this age. But if she was breastfeeding the baby, I would imagine her first preference would be to give the baby breast milk. I can't imagine any situation where I would give a baby a fucking Red Bull. I mean, even if she's the most selfish person in the world, if you're breastfeeding, at the very least, for your own relief, give the baby breast milk.
Goddamn slutty.
Winnie,
Sorry.
you're going down that same road again.
I know I look at this too logically.
Rhoda, you gotta stop crying. You gotta start thinking about that baby and only that baby.
Only that baby. And me.
Don't worry about thinking about sex. Sex will be down the road.
In my shed.
Rhoda, I'm like a dad to you.
Oh my God. Lauren's idea of a dad. He's such a fucking turd. I mean, he's just awful. He's just awful. Saying all these things to her. And no matter how sincere he may have been at the time, the fact that he just so quickly disregards those boundaries, those natural boundaries that most people as human beings, you don't even have to think about that. I mean, you don't have to consider, is this appropriate or not? That's just your nature, that you know. I'm in a position of trust and authority over this young person. It's despicable to take advantage of that. Just how quickly he disregards those thoughts, how easily drawn in he is. And he was set up in that situation. I mean, he gets put in these positions to see which road he's going to take. And every time, you know, he's always given an opportunity, an out, a way to be a decent person. And he never chooses the decent way. And then later, when it all inevitably comes out, he never even meant to do it. That's where that shit comes from. He knows it's the wrong thing to do. His intention in the beginning is to be a good guy. But he can't. He can't. He never even meant to do it. He may not have meant to. I'll give him that much. He doesn't want to be a piece of shit like he is. But not meaning to do it means nothing.
Okay?
Sorry.
You got to keep that in mind.
I'm
He's
sorry.
despicable.
Oh, you're okay. You're all right.
When I send you a naked picture of myself, keep in mind what I said. Despicable.
You got to get your thing. You got to get your thinking straight.
Look in the fucking
You
mirror.
can't go off doing any wild stuff.
Turd.
Okay.
You got that baby, and you really have to look after that baby because he can't look out for himself.
Is it too late?
How that baby turns out in life is going to be completely up to you.
Yes.
Yeah. That's a really interesting statement, isn't it? How that baby turns out in life is going to be completely up to you. You hear that, moms out there? If your child turns out to be the president, that's because of you. If your child turns out to be a serial killer or a, I don't know, child molester, that's because of you. The actions that your child takes, it's all on you, moms. It's not their fault if they make mistakes. It's your fault.
It's too late for abortion, stupid. Okay.
And you don't want to be the kind of mother that aborts baby or that abandons baby.
That's an interesting... You don't want to be the kind of mother that aborts a baby. And I'm not having this discussion on this channel. I'm not. Have your thoughts about that topic. That's fine. I'm not going to discuss that here. That's really, anyway. But I believe if you have an abortion, you're not, technically don't become a mother. I'm just saying, I mean, unless you have other kids. But anyway, that's sort of an interesting statement to me that he says, you don't want to be the kind of mother that aborts a baby or abandons your baby. That's, again, Lorne has a really childlike view of things, that there's no gray areas for Lorne, except unless it relates to him. Then there's lots of gray areas. There's lots of wiggle room. But when it comes to other people, if you have an abortion, you're a bad person. If you abandon, quote unquote, abandon or give up your baby, you're a bad person. And again, I'm not getting into that conversation here, but he speaks in such general terms about things. To me, if Rhoda were a real person, I think the best thing, the best move as a mother that she could make, the most loving thing she could do for that baby, is give it to someone else to raise. I imagine that giving up, as Lorne says, your baby, abandoning your baby, isn't always as simple as that, Lorne. Just another reason you're a fucking turd.
Don't want to be tagged as that kind of mother.
Too bad you're not like Mama Linda. That baby could have been stillborn and we wouldn't be fucking dealing with this shit. Stop.
Oh my God. Too bad you're not like Mama Linda. You don't want to be tagged as that kind of mother. The world is so simple for a simpleton. Love is like a romance novel. Mothers are like the Virgin Mary. We give our lives for our kids. And in some ways that's true. It's really telling to me the way that Lorne thinks about his own mother, these statements that he's making. Like, I don't think he has great real love for anyone, including his mother. But I think he has these ideals and these visions of how mothers should be. And it's really interesting, an interesting kind of thought that he's lumping Rhoda into that. You don't want people to see you as a bad mother. He wants to put her in that mom category. But later on, he's so willing. I think you know where I'm going with that.
Mom, shut up!
Winnie, that didn't even make sense.
Swear to God, I wish I had the guts your mother did to kill her own kid. Rhoda, you fucking bitch.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry.
No, Winnie, why did you say that?
Cause I wish Rhoda were like Michael, and you know what I mean.
Oh God, that's awful.
My mother didn't kill her own kid. Michael died at birth. Stop saying stupid shit.
Well, I guess some people have all the luck.
Oh my God. That's a truly horrible thing she just said. If you don't know, Lorne had a sibling that was stillborn. That's what Winnie is referencing. In other words, why couldn't Lair or even Rhoda have been stillborn? Some people have all the luck. Jesus Christ.
You want me to die? Yes, I want you to die. I will fucking kill you.
Shut up, Winnie. Jesus.
All right. All right. We're at 30 minutes. I'm going to have to stop there because he's going to start getting really upset and I don't have the energy for it right now. We'll get to that later. I'm going to hopefully be recording a whole lot more consistently and doing some live streams and hopefully you'll join me. I hope everybody's being well and staying safe. And I mean this from the bottom of my heart. Say thank you to any service people you come into contact with.
She never meant to sound.
Come on, dude.
Sorry.
I'm trying to be serious.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Nicholas came out and he's trying to make a joke. I don't want any mistake about this. It's not a joke. Say thank you to service people. Bye, sweethearts.